What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we're going plane spotting at Dallas Love Field International Airport for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. First time plane spotting at Dallas Love Field International Airport. It took until 2023 to get a formal plane spotting session at DAL, but nevertheless, I am super excited for this, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. So here's what happened during the weekend of the DFW Airline Collectible Show in 2023. Also check out all the rest of the videos from this trip if you haven't already. I was able to go plane spotting in Dallas Love Field International Airport twice. So I went once on April 7th and once on April 9th, and we got a nice variety of spots, aircraft, and also lighting conditions. So that was quite nice. So a really cool spotting session. Very excited to talk about this, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. And as you can tell right here, we are starting off high here on April 7th with this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the 100-year strong Boeing livery. So this was coming in right as we were getting dropped off after plane spotting at DFW, rode over to DART to Dallas Love Field, and ended up getting off at that station, and then got a transfer over to the terminal area, and then went up to the Garage C area to plane spot because they have some great views up there. But during the transition, I was somehow able to catch this special livery with a great shot. So certainly was very happy about this. It was absolutely fantastic. So we'll see this another time here in a little bit, but nevertheless, it was awesome to get to see 100-year strong Boeing again and actually get a relatively good picture this time. So personally, I was very happy about it. I thought it was absolutely awesome. So welcome to Garage C, the best spotting location in Dallas Love Field, in my opinion. You can see over the whole airport essentially. Unfortunately, it was cloudy on this day, so the runway on the north side wasn't front lit, but the byproduct of that was we were able to get shots on both runways, so that was quite nice. And that's what you're seeing right here with this Cessna Citation. So this is the other side, and I'm sure all of you that have been on Dallas Love Field are going to start recognizing the views on the other side. Here's the Southwest 737 MAX, and then this is the side looking towards the north where it would be front lit if it was sunny. But again, hope to come back here sometime, but it's pretty tough when you got Dallas Fort Worth International Airport in your backyard when you're here. So here's the Dallas Mavericks, Boeing 757. They're the NBA team for the Dallas area, so really cool that they have their own Boeing 757 that's housed here at Dallas Love Field. And I believe the the arena rather, is probably like 10 or 15 minutes away from Love. It's on the, I think, northwest side of downtown, I believe. But anyways, looking good. Here's a Charter 757. This could have been for an opposing basketball team that was coming to play, or some other sports charter or whatever Delta was using it for. FlexJet and Tag Air have a huge operation Dallas Love Field on the north side, so it's just getting my bearings surrounded there. And then look at all these private jets. Where's Sean Dot spotting when you need him with all these Gulfstreams and BizJet Challengers? It was just absolutely awesome. It was really cool. So also Blue Scimitar Southwest right there too, so that was quite nice too. Here's a really nice Gulfstream. You're going to see various pictures. Here's a G280 at the signature ramp. They also have a huge operation. Aviation jet aircraft right there, and then NetJets has a huge operation, so there's one of their aircraft, and two beautiful Gulfstreams parked right next to each other. That was really cool, along with this one right here. And then here's a Latitude landing on the south runways, and this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. We're going to see too many of these, but what can you do when they come for you? Sorry about that, everybody. The sunset was too good not to capture, but anyways, here's the 737-700 taking off. This is 1-3 left, I think. Hopefully I got that right, or we're on the 3-1s, one or the other. Actually, yeah. 3-1 left, I believe, is which side this is. But nevertheless, looking great. And here's downtown Dallas. You can get some pretty cool skyline shots with the aircraft, so that's quite cool as well. So we'll see this aircraft, which is another Southwest on short final, a 737-700 with blended winglets this time. So looking really good. It was nice to see it all nice and green at this point too in early April. I did not know there was an in and out right there. I think I maybe saw it on the maps once, but I never put it together. So that's really cool to know that there is a in and out right next to Love Field. Recently went to the one next to DFW in Grapevine. That was quite nice. But nevertheless, there's the one right there, but next to Love Field, so that's quite nice. So, but anyways, this would be backlit if it was sunny, so it was kind of cool to get to catch the aircraft on that side. We're getting down to the last few that we're going to see in these spotting videos. Here's a Canyon Blue 737-800 with Scimitar winglets. This was really cool. All these have since been repainted. I think at Orlando was the final time I got to see one, which will be a future spotting video, but nevertheless, this is probably the last time I got a really good shot of one, so definitely gonna have to post this sometime. Personally, I'm very happy with it. So here's the 737-800 in the Canyon Blue livery with the Scimitar winglets, taxiing out for departure on runway 31 right. Very tough. Here's a Heart livery 737-700 with the scimitar winglets. I think I'll just identify these by the type of winglets that they have at this point. So scimitars, and the livery, of course, but they're all going to be Hearts. How about this? A Delta Airlines Boeing 717-200 landing on runway 31 left. So this was really cool to see. Now they're doing all A319 since they've added their LAX service for continuity. They've made it all A319s now. So it was really cool to get the 717 here. These flew here till the summer, I believe, and then the A319 got in there. So that was really awesome to see right there. A beautiful 717 and really cool to get it here at Dallas Love Field. And here's this 3-1 ride indeed. Boeing 737-800 with the blue scimitars, of course, taking off, heading off to its respective destination. Also, while this loads, was so awesome to get to meet one of my great friends, David Wang, up here in the parking garage. Definitely check out his Instagram, David Wang Productions, for some awesome Dallas and beyond content of aviation photography. He does a great job with his work when he is able to post, so definitely check out his captures. He does a really good job. Okay, here's the blue scimitar 737-800 rolling down 3-1 right as we speak. A little beat up, but unfortunately now is in the Heart livery, so miss these dearly. It's a really awesome livery, hanging on by a thread at the time of recording with the 700s. There's still a couple left. Got to see one the other day, which was quite cool, and I hope it's not the last time. But I've said that like the last 6 times, and I keep running into it, so hopeful. But nevertheless, this is a great looking aircraft, and I apologize that it takes a moment to load these photos. There's so many files on here that's trying to load, and they haven't loaded in probably like 6 months or so, so it's very understandable as to why it takes a moment for these pictures to load. Priority mode was also kicking at this point, which is what I was using on the camera, and it was focusing really good. So, but you can tell this is with the 150-600, of course, how great of shots you can get, and including the jello angles. Again, it's really nice and green here in Dallas in April. This is really impressive for the first weekend of April, but looking very good with this particular aircraft. And here's this 737-700 taking off in a blended Heart livery, so very nice to get to see that. So here comes this Heart livery, looking very good. And here is this 7865 registered Southwest aircraft, southwest.com. JSX also has a pretty good presence here at Dallas Love Field. There's their 145 taxiing out for departure. So going to see a bunch of Southwest, but what can you do? What we are going to see a bunch of that we don't see in all these spotting videos is a bunch of private jets, starting with this BizJet Gulfstream right here. I'm not exactly sure which one this is. I think it's probably a 550 or a 5, but nevertheless, this one looks very nice right here on short final for 3-1 right. Gorgeous looking aircraft. I love the stripes on it. It looks really great. So that's awesome to see. 809 Delta Alpha. Also, it's not the picture that I wanted to pause on, but what the hard drive decided we were going to pause on. So hopefully, there we go. You can see how gorgeous this aircraft is. The camera was really just trying to pan the planes, which was kind of cool, but the shots all came out really good. So personally, I'm all for it. So that looks really great. Touchdown here at Dallas Love Field, looking very nice with that aircraft as well. And here is a Heart livery Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. What more would you expect from Dallas Love Field? I mean, you came into this video knowing we were going to see Southwest planes, so here we go with this one right here. Unfortunately, no blue scimitar. I hope to see more of those. I personally think they look really cool. But anyways, the gray ones are perfectly fine too. This does have an X at the end of the registration, so that's probably the most unique part about this capture. But anyways, looking good with this one, and glad to see Southwest grinding it out, as we're going to see this Boeing 737 MAX on the other side taking off, looking good. And JSX taking off now. I think they fly like Destin Executive and a couple of other airports, maybe Austin and a few others. So quite awesome to see their destination lineup here out of Dallas Love Field in the Jello as they blast off into the sky. And here's yet another Boeing 737-800 for the one and only Southwest Airlines here on short final for only 1-3 right. This aircraft also looks really good. So glad to see it on short final here. Garage C is a great spot. It's really cool to get the vantage point that it provides. So that's probably the biggest pro about this spot here. I've actually flown this aircraft 8528 Quebec. I want to say that was Tulsa the Houston hobby maybe, but nevertheless, glad to see that before the fact. And here's a 737-700 taking off right there. And a Honda Jet taking off. These are really cool to see, and Love Field's one of the best places to do it. I believe this is a Challenger 600, I'm pretty sure, on short final here. Some of these shots are definitely workable. That green background really breaks it out considering how many clouds we had on this day. So I was quite happy to see the great contrast that came out of these shots. But anyways, this guy is on short final, and we'll be touching down very shortly. And here he comes, looking very good right there with the right gear touching down. Here's the 737 MAX 8 right there, looking very good. Another new registration, and there is a gorgeous Citation looking very good. Here's a NetJets Citation 350 on short final. This one always Looks really good with the winglets, in my opinion, so glad to see that. There's a TBM. Glad to see some propeller planes getting in on the action. There goes that Southwest 737 MAX 8 on to go. And here is a 737-800 with the scimitars once again, looking very good for that particular example. Okay, here's a Southwest 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. This one made it probably till December of 2023 or so. It made it a while. It was one of the last ones, but I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, it got scrapped, so super sad. Here's this 737-800 looking very good right there. And touchdown here at Dallas Love. And here is a Latitude taking off, looking very good. So very glad to get to catch that aircraft as many times as I could. Here's the Citation blasting off of 3-1 right. Really cool aircraft. I don't know if it's like emergency related or what exactly it is, but some sort of cool Learjet. I think this might be a 31. There's a nice Bell helicopter, I believe is what that is. Looks very good. Some sort of helicopter, of course. Not sure exactly if it's Bell or not, but still looks great. Very cool Latitude on short final with this maroon and black design. This looks really nice right here. If you love business jets, you will like Love Field, so quite nice. Here's the 737 MAX taxiing out for departure, and a 737-700 in a heart livery with the skimmies. And here is a TBM taking off here on runway 31 right, looking very good, as per usual for the TBM. So that's quite nice to see right there. Okay, a G280 now taxiing out. That was at the signature ramp previously. It was so glad to get to see some more of these Canyon Blues before they faded away. They're so nice, literally fading away, no pun intended. But gorgeous aircraft, and so glad to get to capture that. They look very good. So looking great there on takeoff for 7811 Foxtrot, blasting into the sky. And here is a Citation landing here on 3-1 right, looking very good. And there goes that emergency one, looking very good. The camera did a really good job on this day, so I'm personally very impressed. And let me load up the next round of pictures, and we'll get into the next segment. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to Dallas Love Field. Here's the 737-700 blasting off, and a P8 was outside the hangar. This was really cool. Unfortunately, it didn't move or went anywhere, but still really cool to get to see it outside the hangar, so that was really cool. So of course got various shots of that. The P8s are really cool. Want to see more of them flying. It's just tough to catch them since they're so isolated, so that's really cool. There's that Delta 757 in the Mavericks 757. Here's a NetJets Global looking very good, excuse me. That's a gorgeous looking aircraft. Where's Sean Dot spotting when you need him for that flare? Wow, very nice to see that. Looks really good to say the least. And then a nice variety of aircraft right there on the ramp. Once again, just getting some different angles. Really cool to get to see the Texas Challenger inside the hangar on the other side of the airport. That was really cool. Got to see it outside the hangar the other day too. So overall, really cool. And that is a gorgeous airplane. So got to stare at that for a minute. I think I get more pictures, but super nice to see that. That is a gorgeous plane. In another Canyon Blue 737-800. This one is 8641 Bravo. So really great to get that aircraft as well. That was awesome. Another gorgeous Global. That's really cool. And here goes the G280 down the runway. Focus is really starting to get in point at this. Focus is really starting to get in sync at this point. I cannot talk. So you can see the close southwest gates. So here's gate 9 with the 737-800. Look at the inside the airport too. That's super cool. And again, there goes the beautiful Challenger with the Texas flag on it. It looks so good, in my opinion. So that's a gorgeous livery. NetJets looking great. There's Southwest blasting off to a respective destination. Love the Canyon Blues. So glad to get the capture as many times as possible. There's gate 1, and then here goes Citations. Various tower shots. There's the 738 that just pushed back that we saw at the gate. A King Air on short final, looking very good. And here's this 737-700 with blended winglets. So looking very nice. See that right there. 737 MAX 8 blasting off to the sky, looking very nice. And 100 Years Strong is back for the takeoff shot, and these turned out really good, so super happy about that. So let's see if we can find some really good ones. I took way too many. Let's see. The poles kind of screw you right there. There's Dart in the back. That's kind of cool. And then, okay, it's these rotation ones that were really good. Look at that rotation, though, on 100 Years Strong. That was crazy. It literally jumped. That's a really good one. Love the jello right there. And then it is this shot that I think is really cool. You got Frontier up here on the top, too. That's really nice. Needs plenty of exposure, but nevertheless still looks great. And awesome to get the 100 Years Strong Boeing livery. It's a gorgeous looking livery. So overall, fantastic. Look at all those flaps. Gorgeous looking livery. And that's an awesome catch right there. So S tier, in my opinion. Very great to catch it. And more to love is back off to home base in Seattle. Here's this Latitude looking, or sorry, Citation looking really good. Another Global, this time for FlexJet. Man, the Globals are coming in hot. Gorgeous plane over there. 983 Juliet. Here's this 737-700 blasting off. And guess what? Another 737-700 until we find the 145. Camera lens on the go. I think I was demonstrating a zoom test at some point. Here is the 737 MAX landing with the skyline right here. Needed to bump up the ISO, even though I think it was on auto for sure. The camera just did not want to brighten it up. 737-800 NetJets Delta 717 blasting off back out to Atlanta, looking very good. The rocket ship. Various angles will just make this plane just jump, dude, and it never matters where it is. So really great to get to see that one right there. It's super cool. A little tower action for your day. Here's this 737-800 on short final right there. Looking really good. And then the touchdown shots are one of the best parts of the garage as well. So that was a max right there, looking very good. And guess what? A G650ER landing right here, looking very good. So touchdown, very nice. Really great to get to see some G650ERs on this day. JSX was pretty prominent at this point. Here's this Southwest Airlines 737-800 on short final right there, looking very nice. And here's the JSX blasting off for its respective destination, so looking very good. Patience will win the prize on the loading bug. I believe, at least. We'll see. I'm going to take just a minute here. So there we go. And blasting down the runway. Here's this 737 and then Dallas Mavericks and all of these various planes. The P8, again, it briefly moved with a tug, but didn't go anywhere. Gorgeous looking 560 right here. Excuse me. This looks really nice. Love seeing all these private jets. And there's my plane that we saw land earlier, taking off now. And there she goes. Looking very good. There's that aircraft taxiing back in. JSX finally landing for difference. That's quite nice. Did we get a good shot? We did. So very successful outing right there. I took so many of those 7.5s. I was not letting those go by any means. Guess what? A Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in a Heart livery with scimitar winglets back to back. That's really cool. I flew sister ship 8673. This is 8672. So glad to see that. Very cool. And guess what? The Skyline and Southwest Airlines aircraft. Here's the 737 MAX 8 on short final. For runway 31 left here at Dallas Field International Airport. So glad to see all these Southwest. Here's another one landing on the other side. Very nice. Good flares from these Southwest captains. They've done good jobs. A good job, I should say. Here's this MAX on short final as well. And that is the end of this round. Let me load the next one. Welcome back, everybody, to Dallas Love Field International Airport. What more would you expect than a Boeing 737 of sorts? This is a MAX 8. There's an 800. Here's a 700. So many Southwest, but I love them. So I've flown them so many times, so I'm not going to complain. Gulfstream way out in the distance. Here's the 737-700, 737-700, and a Gulfstream. This might be a G550 maybe. I'm not sure, but it nevertheless looks good on 90 Juliet Echo right there. Very nice. It's starting to get a little dark at this point, but still. This is over the course of like 4 or 5 hours, by the way. We stayed for a long time, so it was very good. 737-700 with the scimitar winglets. And there's a particular aircraft that we're about to get that was making the wait. Really cool Hawker. This is a very unique one. I've never seen one of these without winglets, so really cool to see, or at least this design of one. So very unique aircraft right there. That was really cool to catch. Another G280 looking really good. And the private jets certainly go crazy too. So I'm starting to get a little dark, but luckily we have a very good aircraft coming in very soon. Southwest 737-700, G280 looking fantastic. Very nice aircraft right there. And Patience won the prize on the loading bug. There we go. FlexJet Challenger 300. I've seen too many at this point. 737-700 looking fantastic. And another one. And another one. And here's the one that we're looking for. Arizona 1 Southwest 737-700 short final 3-1 right. Looking fantastic. Was so glad to get it. I put the ISO on auto, so I was trying to get the right settings and got the right shutter there, as you can see. And the shots came out crazy good. I was very impressed. You saw how dark that it was in those raw shots back there. So that one's amazing. That one's great. That one's great. That one's especially good. That's the one I posted. It's so good. And then unfortunately, I barely missed a touchdown, but gorgeous aircraft. So glad to get on the 700 in a great circumstance. So awesome livery. So glad to get the capture right there. Arizona 1's a great livery. So great to get to see that right there. And finally coming up with one Southwest Specials at long last. Was a little nervous with how dark it was getting, but luckily did not fumble the bag on that one. So Arizona 1, welcome to Dallas Love Field. Awesome to get that right there. Gorgeous aircraft. Love the livery. They did a great job, and so glad to have it. Gulfstream, and then I think we're at the end of the first session or so. Nope, we had to wait for this gorgeous hybrid JSX Starlink 145. This is what it was. What a gorgeous plane this was. Was so glad to get to capture it. I don't know if I'll ever end up seeing it again. So really cool to get to see this. A very unique livery right there. Just take a look at that. I don't know exactly what it's for, but nevertheless, a really cool JSX hybrid. So this was really cool to catch and very much enjoyed that right there. That was absolutely awesome. Take a look at that. That is gorgeous. And why not one more citation? Because we can. These shots came out really good too. We might be waiting on one more aircraft. Let's see. I can't remember. This JSX maybe is what I was waiting on. Looking gorgeous. Look at that focus right there. Laser in. That is fantastic. In this Southwest 737-800 looking fantastic. And then a Max right there looking great. What do you know? Another 800. I guess we're waiting on some particular element here. Blue Scimitar. There go the Southwest. And then, yes, now we're off to Dallas-Fort Worth spotting. So now we'll come back in 2 days on Sunday, April 9th, 2023, and go plane spotting at a different spot. So let's go take a look at those shots, guys. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to the river spot here at Dallas Love Field International Airport on Sunday, April 9th, 2023. So really cool to get a new vantage point here at Dallas Love Field. So this is on the other side. When they're landing going towards the southeast, they land right by that river over there. So there's a really cool trail over there that you can go spot at, and you can see the results right now. So luckily the sun will be coming out here in just a little bit in this session. But let's go ahead and get started with the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. Nice leveling here, and it's looking really good. You can already see some breakup over there, so that's looking very good. A Boeing 737-700, because what more would you expect here at Love Field? The sun's coming out. Here we go. Falcon looking very good right there. Absolutely fantastic catch. And here's the 737-700 right here. If you haven't noticed, the planes go by pretty quick, so you got to be ready for it. So blue Scimitar on this one though, looking very good, and a helicopter in the back to supplement it. That's really nice. A really nice helicopter right there, looking very good. Fight for life, very important. So really appreciate them painting that on that helicopter. Here's a gorgeous Falcon right here, looking very good on that one. And that's what runway 13 right looks like from the 13 left spot. So you can walk down there to get aircraft, but it takes a while to get down there. So keep that in mind. But nevertheless, that's what it looks like. And there was in Alaska. Luckily, I had a cloud, so I was able to get a good shot of it. They don't split too bad. You can tell between air traffic control and where they're coming from, where they're going to go. So that kind of helps. But there's a Boeing 737 MAX. And guess what? A Boeing 737 MAX. You can really see the breakup on the north side. So it was unfortunate it was taking so long to get over for us, but luckily it would. Here is a nice looking citation looking very good right there. Contrail on the go. And then we have this 737 MAX 8. We got to get our first rays of light soon, don't we? We're getting really close, as you can tell. And here's the 737-700 looking very good right there. And finally, with air share, we get our first break of sun, looking very good on the aircraft. So I was very happy you get to see that right there. 737 on the other side, and the contrast is really starting to get real. Here's the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in some gorgeous sunlight. Runway 13 left at Dallas Love Field, looking awesome. Here's a NetJets. I keep forgetting what these are called. I should know this. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but somebody's welcome to tell me in the comments. It's a different sort of Citation 680 maybe with winglets. I can't think of what it's called, but nevertheless, lighting's going crazy right here. Here's the 737-700 looking great. Love the clouds in the back. Delta 717 on the other side backlit, but what can you do? Learjet looking very good once I got it in focus, that is. This was the 18300, by the way. I think, at least, I'm pretty sure. Here's a gorgeous looking NetJets Citation 300 looking very good. Southwest 737-700 looking very nice. I love the light. It's going crazy right now. This is really, really good. And a Mexico registered Learjet looking very good. X-Ray Alpha Victor Tango Oscar. So very cool to get to see that landing in right there. That's very nice. Here's the citation looking really good. The contrast was going really crazy, so it was really cool to get these various shots. Here's NetJets Latitude. Short final right there, also looking very good. And a King Air looking very good with a Texas flag on it, so that's really cool. Take a look at that right there. I think I got this one on jet photos, so pretty cool. Southwest 737-700, but it has the LV prefix, so cool to get the love reference going there. A PC-12 looking very good right here. This one looks really good, so focus is going a little crazy, but likely gets better here soon. This Latitude's looking really good. That's absolutely awesome. Here's an AirShare. NetJets. I don't know where I got AirShare from on that. Denom, very nice shots. And the sun's kind of going in and out at this point. But here it is for this one. And then we have the Southwest 737-700 coming in right there, looking very nice. The reflections are quite cool, I will say that. JSX looking very good right there as well. And here is another one. It's cool to get the double shot. And hey, there's a little action right there, so stay on the lookout for that. Looking very good. And here it is. Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in California London livery. Unfortunately, it was shaded, but at least the reflections came out pretty cool. So really glad to get this. I believe this was my final time getting it on. Nope. In a future spotting spotting video, we'll come back to what I was just about to say. So really cool to get this aircraft before it got in the 800. Really great to see that right there. Gorgeous looking airplane. Love the bear on it. Looks really good. So that's absolutely awesome. Of course, no sun, but that's okay because we got a little reflection there. So really nice to see that. Gorgeous airplane. Looks so nice. So that's really cool to see right there. In America 737 overhead, here's the Southwest 737-700 short final right there. Looking very nice. And here's this Phenom 300 looking very good right there. That's absolutely awesome as well. So looking very good. And then we have some more passing over. And then a King Air looking very good right there. Looks fantastic. And here's this Phenom looking very good with the clean underbelly. So that's really nice. And here we have this Latitude looking very good. So that is really nice to see as well. And then we have this beautiful King Air looking very good. I believe that's what that is. So that's looking fantastic too. Sun breaking back out here for this Phenom Challenger 300. I'm getting my 300s confused. That looks really nice right there. So very glad to see that one right there. And that is the end of the plane spotting at the Dallas Love Field International Airport. I really hope each and every one of you enjoyed this, had a great session there. I'll just scroll back to California one because why not? So really cool to get to see all these Southwest, and overall had a great time. Glad to get the sunlight in there as well. So that was really cool. And overall, I thought that was a great spotting session and had a really good time over here. And I hope each and every one of you enjoyed it. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.